Hola amigos, españoles, des españoles pitas.
I don't know where or even why speaking Spanish was appropriate to start this video, because it's Epic Deals!
It is Epic Deals.
On Andertons TV. With me, the captain.
And me, Pete. Danish.
So, we love a good Les Paul, don't we?
We love a good Les Paul.
We love a good Les Paul.
These are really good.
So, in 2015...
Go on.
I'll tell the story. In 2015... Gibson changed their custom shop Les Paul reissue lineup. I own a 2014, often referred to as the LPR series, 58 reissue. And then in 2015, Gibson introduced two custom shop vintage reissue guitars.
Yeah.
The top of the line one was True Historic. And they said, you know, that had the authentic top carve and all the glues and dyes and all the plastic parts and everything was recreated to be the as close to you could get it to a 58 or a 59 as possible.
Yeah.
And then underneath that, the custom shop 58 and 59 and 60 were kind of replaced the LPR range, so they were very much still beautiful guitars, you know, all hand selected mahoganies and super duper flame tops, custom wound pickups to, you know, be as close to the old PAFs as they could get them, all that kind of stuff, except for one thing. One thing that they did that there is no real official company line on, but we are guessing. They did one thing to kind of make the 2015 CS reissue ranges not quite as accurate as they should be.
Yeah.
And what was that, Pete?
The neck joint, neck tenon.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
The neck tenon.
Tenon.
Which on an authentic 58 or 59 would be what they class as the long tenon.
Yeah.
Now the long tenon, where the neck joint goes in, a little sliver of wood about 1 centimetre thick, sits underneath probably the first half of the neck humbucker.
We'll put a picture up.
We're going to put a picture up here, yeah.
See it.
And the short tenon design, which basically stops just before, it doesn't sit underneath the neck pickup at all.
Exactly.
Now, as I said, there is no official line as to why Gibson decided to sort of not make this as authentic as they could have.
Maybe somebody knows out there. Maybe you should put a comment below. Maybe you know why.
Before
Gibson
you guys
did
go,
it, you know.
it's because it's cheaper. It's not cheaper to make.
It's literally, we're talking...
Yeah, it's the same neck join
that
is used on a Les Paul Custom. So it's
and
really...
And other guitars.
Yeah, it's really hard to know. As I said, my conspiracy theory is they just did it to try and make the True Historic like the only one that you could buy that was like accurate.
Yeah.
Now in 2016, Gibson have sort of, you know, accepted that the they probably should have tried to make the 2015 range as authentic as possible.
Yeah.
So on the 2016 range, what's now called Standard Historic, which took over from this, is basically exactly the same guitar of this, except with the long neck tail. You can't see it from the outside.
It's everything else is completely the same, right?
Yeah.
Everything else is completely the same.
Yeah. So from the outside, this guitar looks the same.
Yeah.
I've played dozens of LPR models, dozens of standard historics, not dozens of true historics, a few true historics, and loads of CS 58s and 59s, and they'll sound the same. You know, you don't sort of sit there going, aha!
I can tell a difference, but there's more centimeters of wood. And actually, but there's not though, because the neck simply just goes further in, and the other bit, the body has just got a bit in. So as you can see on the photos we're going to put on, so basically one where the neck goes further onto the part of here, but the other bit has got that bit in the body.
Yeah.
That bit of wood is just on the body instead of the neck.
There is a weird stat that's the total surface area, because the short Tenon is actually a little bit wider than the long Tenon.
Yeah.
There's a sort of a surface area sort of wood connection stat that basically it's the same whether you use the long.
Would that make a difference or not?
Look, so that's you guys probably wondering. So what how do Andertons get all these guitars on epic deals?
And why? And what is the epic deal? And what is the epic deal?
And the epic deal on this is that in 2015, when these were launched, you would have had to part with the best part of 5,000 quid to have one of these, 4,500 to 5,000 quid, something like that.
Amazing.
And we were offered from the lovely people at Gibson the chance to just clear out the last about 20 59 Les Pauls that they had from 2015, the CS9s.
Yep.
To sell to you, lovely people,
out there in
for
YouTuber land.
£29.99. That's not £29.99p. That's £2,999. So,
then.
And these aren't seconds or returns or anything like that. They are brand new, custom shop, full certificated, if that's even a word.
Certificate.
Beautiful case.
Yeah. All the stuff you would expect from a Gibson custom shop.
They're all photographed on the Andertons website, so every single different model, different colour is photographed with the weight next to it. So if you're looking for a light Les Paul or a slightly heavier Les Paul, you can use our website to help you choose what we've got.
One that looks like a Peter Green one, or a Joe Bonamassa one, or you're looking for another one.
So that's the guitar. It's just a stellar, beautiful looking guitar. They're all in the VOS finishes, by the way, which I think everyone agrees is the only finish to really buy a reissue guitar in.
Yeah, I think so.
It's just got that kind of, it's not aged, but it's sort of had that very brand new gloss kind of taken off of it.
Yeah.
That is a killer. That's like Slash Les Paul, isn't it? That's just lovely, isn't stellar.
So did I see one in the shop with one of these missing as well?
Yeah, one of the colours, one of the colour runs. I think there's 2 or 3 of these, but someone's tried to do the kind of the Jimmy Page sort of visual mod. That's the only thing, as far as I'm aware, is they've taken the cover off, so you see the open coils.
So there's 20 different ones.
No, there's about 7 different. Well, it might not even be 7. There's 6 or 7 different models.
Okay.
And then there's like 2 or 3 of each of those.
Okay. But they all have
not different models, different colours.
Different colours. Yeah.
And
they've just come in today.
They've just arrived today, which is why we sort of thought, got to do this video.
Got to do it
awesomely
because it's
cool.
an amazing deal.
Beautiful Indian rosewood fretboards, hand-selected mahogany bodies and necks, flame maple, AAA flame maple tops,
PF
all the good wiring, Bumblebee capacitors
stuff,
and the vintage wiring and
all that stuff, all the good stuff, and the case and the certificate.
Yeah. So as I said, the only difference between this and a 2016 standard historic, other than about 2,000 quid, is a bit of wood about this big underneath the neck pickup, which you can't even see anyway. So
what's not to like? Hey, I know what I would do. Yeah. So there's no 58s. There's only 59s. So the 59 has the very slightly slimmer. But these are not slim though. These are not slim. It's not when I.
It's relatively to a 58. It is.
Yeah.
Tones wise, I think Pete and I, we're just desperate to jam, or I'm desperate to jam because I always learn a new lick whenever I play with Pete. So through this little Fender doodah behind me.
How about the deluxe?
Nothing.
That tone is just great, isn't it? When you said earlier,
I did this. I did this earlier on. Now, okay, I've got a full-tone plimsoll pedal on with hardly any gain, like the gain backed down to like 9 o'clock. And we're not that loud, are we?
No.
That thing, for me anyway, only happens on vintage reissue Les Paul.
Yeah. With the long neck Tenon or without the long neck Tenon, they all do it.
So, oh, man.
And your friends won't see that anyway.
So that was my, rhythm. Who was it? Joe Bonamassa did a piece on Guitarist magazine recently. You have to download it. It just poo-poos the everything about having channel switching and lots of pedals and everything. He's like, if you've got a Les Paul, you've got like 10 pedals built into it in all the different sort of tones that you can get.
Yeah.
Man, we should really get Pete to do the demonstrating because he's the better player.
Yeah. So as you saw, maybe you don't know if somebody noticed, I just changed over to the
so pretty
to this one. This is
what serial number is that? In case someone wants that actual
one. Okay, so that's serial number 50141.
CS9 50141.
141.
Lucky you. If
141 and all for love.
So we've got a bit of Bryan Adams in here, hasn't it? Anyway, right.
That's how you can remember that.
Is it?
It's completely wrong, but you can remember. Anyway, so G chord, favorite chord. That's just.
What are you on? Full volume yet or not?
No.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll go. And you can back off the tone there.
Stop stealing Mick's riffs. He'll get upset.
Well, he's probably
Play
stolen
your
from
own ones.
somebody else. He will play it here. Nice!
Can you go all the way back on the tone there and go full woman tone? So when we're using zero pedals, by the way.
I've got no pedals. I'm straight in. Nothing. Okay, let's go middle position. Isn't it?
That's great.
And that was kind of just playing around with the knobs. Yeah. What can I play? That's great, isn't it? You get all those Peter Green colours. Apart from the...
I've said this before in videos, and we're moving away from Epic Deal here into just general guitar chit-chat. But it's like, I think we've all lost that. It's like that forgotten art, isn't it? Of
controlling an amp on a guitar.
Relatively loud and dirty guitar amplifier.
Yeah.
Guitar where, you know, you've got a few different options in terms of volume and tone and pickups and stuff. And fingers.
Yeah.
And do everything.
But wow. If you take everything up in the middle position. And so that's kind of... But if you then roll off the front... You see what I mean? That's just rolling. That's just
mad, isn't it?
So having the two and rolling the neck up. If I roll the bridge off. There's loads of possibilities.
It's all in there, isn't it?
There's loads of possibilities.
So there you go. All you guys spending hundreds and thousands of pounds on pedals.
And a dumble amp.
No, I'm kidding. It's all horses for courses, but that's a great way of getting guitar sounds.
Yeah.
So look, teach me that chord thing that you were going between the sort of the D. So there you go. If you guys have been thinking about, maybe you're about to treat yourself to something like a Gibson Les Paul Standard or one of those kind of more expensive Gibson USA guitars, just literally 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We're a little bit dearer in this at the moment with these than say a Les Paul Standard, but it's not like, normally this would be like more than double a Les Paul Standard. So just go, whoa, hang on a second, maybe this is the guitar to buy. I said there's 20 of these in stock.
Yeah.
If we sell one a day, you've got basically 3 weeks to get one.
Yeah. To get their money together. £2,999. Down from...
I can't remember if it was 4.5 or 5.
5,000. It's a lot. It's a lot. Anyway, it's a lot. You can almost buy another. You can buy a great amp for that.
I thought you were going to try and say you could buy 2.
Well, you could almost. You can almost buy 2.
Hey.
You can buy a really nice amp for the rest of the money, and then
trust me, as a proud owner of an LPR8, of basically the 1958 kind of version of this.
Yeah.
You just buy one,
and then that's it.
You're done.
You're done.
It's like that's it. That's the Les Paul.
These are nice.
How nature intended it to be.
a wood with a bit of wood on it.
Yeah, you are done.
Whether it's a long tenon joint and
I'm not even going to keep talking about the tenon because, I, as I said, I kind of think
you can't see it. Why would you talk about it?
It's there's tons and tons if you want to go. To be honest with you, the stuff that I read on the internet forums about it is it's all a fuss about nothing.
Yeah.
But there you go.
But
look,
we might. Yeah.
You go and put your own point of view in. In fact, put it in the comment section below because we love to see you guys debating.
And maybe somebody knows more about it. Who knows?
Who knows?
Anyway, so epic deals. Links are below.
At Andertons.
At Andertons.
He's been Danish.
And he's been the captain.
I'll be see you. I can't even speak.